another fantastic weekend of Formula One racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Bats. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go, once and all the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is they going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's break down, away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone, because I have a feeling... Oh no, Timo, cancel the first, you're in distraction zone! I tried to mount up another overtake on 23 trademark. This is Ryan 3 quarter. Timo crashed under the pressure once again!
And Timo are oh, it's not it! Oh no! Oh my god, it's so sorry, control myself. So Timo
So what we gotta do to so they can stand at the back together again, just like Timo likes it.
how many times did you see how many times Timo tried to get into the pit?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet again another Tier 3 race tonight at Zandvoort in the Dutch Grand Prix. It's an absolute stunning evening here in southern South Africa, Cape Town. I hope there's some people out there that can share that experience with me in their country as well. But even better news, or bigger news, who I can share my experience tonight on the live panel with Mr. Jensen89 from our wonderful admin team. Good evening, sir. What a privilege to have you with me.
Yeah, thank you, Wimpy. Good to be back. We are already in qualifying, and we were talking right before the stream what the strategy would be, and I said it was already overcast. And to kick the door in with some news, I just read in the Tier 3 channel that we started the race with rain, so we will probably see a lot of drivers doing a lot of runs on the soft tire, because they will start on the wet tire or intermediate tire.
Some interesting news already for the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're saying? Oh, there's a Mercedes standing on the side. Is that Dr. Uther? You already died in qualifying on his first run.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
He's got a 10.1 on the board, but I'm sure that's not nearly close enough to be top 10. But Another guy making his debut tonight as a permanent driver in Tier 3, which we spoke about last week already, is the Mr. SLR, Mr. Ocean Chief himself.
Yeah, and you talk about it, I mean, it immediately comes out of the pit lane, so he heard that.
Ooh. Right, let's see what he is up to. Sorry for all the changes. Here we go, there is the man we are talking about. Live in action, in the moment, about to do his first run out on Zandvoort. Of course, this is a very, very narrow and tight track, Jensen. I've noticed from last night's race, it's not easy to pass anywhere but basically on the straight, man. So those guys was running high wings. They're gonna battle to get past people, but they will be much quicker around the narrow parts of the track. But it wouldn't actually be benefit that much, as you need speed basically on the main straight to get past. There's no way else, man, to get a move.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's definitely true, and yeah, you really need a good exit out of the last corner to even get close, and you even have to be maybe dependent on a mistake of the car in front of you to have a bad exit out of the last corner to make that overtake. But like we said, we have rain in the race, and I think it might be easier for these guys if they have a stable setup. So take some risk, go on the power early, and try to overtake on the main straight. I think it's more it's more possible now to overtake in the race because we have that rain.
Alright, Jensen, I'm on board now with Ocean Chief as he starts his first flying lap out there in the first run. Why don't you take us around the track with him, man?
Yeah, let's go on board with him. He is going through the right-hander through the Hugenholz bocht in Dutch. He takes it neat and tidy, and now he's full power towards Schijfvlak. The most challenging and fun corner of the track. Really nasty corner. As you see, Ocean Chief has some snap oversteer. Manages to keep his car under control, and he goes to the next section of the track. Tight corner. You really want to keep the car rolling. And here also, a difficult corner to keep the car planted. You want to keep the momentum going. When now he's going to the Audi S corner. Don't want to clip the curb too much on the inside. He did a good job there. Here you want to go on the power early. And then we are going to the Arie Luijendijk bocht. That is this one. He goes on the power nice and early. I think it's a safe banker lap to just have a time on the board without invalidation. And that's what he does. P11 at the moment, but I think there's a lot of time still in the bag for Mr. Ocean Chief.
Alright, but having said that, let's have a look at the current standings at the moment. I'm sure it should be up on screen, hopefully. There you can see the standings at the moment. It is Mr. Grosjean in the lead with 85 points from the Team Ferrari. We have JQ Dragon in the Williams currently in championship position number 2 at 52 points. And we have the great Mr. Keyboard Warrior Magnussen in third place with 37 points. Heat, the surprising, the surprising talent of Tier 3 with a stunning 33 points on the board, man. I mean, he's taken a win in, was it Vietnam? He's won, I can't remember. Was it the one before? China? I can't remember.
That's a very good question. I would love to.
He's definitely taken a win somewhere. I can't get it together, man, with all the guys racing.
Yeah, I want to check it back, but Discord is being annoying at the moment.
Yeah,
as we already figured
same
out.
for me, man. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's our current championship standings. But let's cross back over to some live action.
Yeah, Grosjean is on a lap at the moment. He's basically at the end of it, but I think he's going to abort this one. The Alfa Romeo goes out of the way into the gravel.
Yeah, Bowman did well to get out of the way without disturbing him, but eBay also, he definitely lost some time. Or he's not happy with his lap. But what's surprising is our current pole position time is a 109.5. We've actually seen a 108.9 or 8 last night from... Who was the guy? I think it was, it wasn't A2K. A2K was also close to a 119 flat or something. But there was someone else that also did a 108.7. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So I reckon we can definitely see some slightly lower times during the end of this qualifying, man. Unless the track temperature is very low and avoiding the guys to get the best laps in. The grip levels obviously lower when it comes to lower temperatures as well.
Yeah, as BBX crosses the line and improves by almost 3/10 to put the pole time on a 19.2.
Yeah, I'm on board with the motocrosser as he comes over the line for a only 1:10 flat. Surprising lap. I expected him to be a lot quicker, but it's a tough track, and it's a new track, of course, for all of us.
Yeah, Finney improved by almost 6/10. Sorry to interrupt you. He's P2 at the moment.
Oh yes.
So the times are going down at the moment.
Yeah, he's filling in for Mr. Mozzie Gaming. Unfortunately, had to withdraw in the last minute due to some real-life issues. So Vinny is taking care of that Red Bull next to Mr. Ocean Chief tonight, and I'm sure we will see that Red Bull on the podium tonight. So don't worry, Mr. Mozzie Gaming, your Red Bull is in good hands.
Yeah, I'm following John at the moment. He was in contention in Vietnam, of course, for the victory. But due to an unfortunate racing incident with some other cars, he didn't had a good result there. He actually retired from the session. But let's see if he can pull himself together again for this race. He's almost through the second sector at the moment. Let's see what his sector time will be.
Yeah, well, we all know how fast John can be if he gets it right. So I would love to see him up there to fight Vinny, man. I think it would be an epic battle. Him and Vinny.
I think it depends on his practice, but I think he has it in him to be there. So let's see as he comes out of the last corner, what is his time going to be? 1:97. So
he heard me. He heard me.
It's still a few tenths off pace, but position-wise, it's looking good for him at the moment.
Yeah. I'm looking at the times, man, and I think someone mentioned it in chat as well, tier 4 bigger than tier 3. Yeah, but the times we got last night on the board, but just keep in mind that it is a bit cloudy and the track temperature might be much lower and the grip levels lower. Maybe
yeah,
that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, and we still have 6 minutes left, and maybe some people have altered their setup to be a bit more suitable towards wet conditions in the race, so that might also explain a few tenths.
Yeah, and hopefully the sound levels and everything is good. We haven't had any complaints on chat yet for first time ever that everything went smooth from the word go. So, yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen anything come up in chat, so I think the sound levels are fine.
Yeah. All right, guys, in chat, let's get chat going. Who do you think will be the winner of tonight's Dutch Grand Prix? Let us know, please.
Yeah,
nice
as Tom said.
Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom. I just want to say the same. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, we have a lot of experience from the Netherlands and a lot of talking from South Africa, Cape Town. So myself and Jensen, we kind of understand each other in both the languages. So we hopefully should make a pretty good team.
Ja, zeker weten, Wimpy.
Ja, natuurlijk.
Natuurlijk. Absoluut. Okay, Grosjean. Yeah, Grosjean is finishing his lap. He's out of the last corner. It looks like a big improvement, but yeah, it only looked that way. He improved 3/10, but he's still in P4 at the moment.
Yeah, it's Grosjean. He is the current championship leader, but what's surprising is Bibix is actually tier 4. He's standing in as a reserve tonight for tier 3, and he's currently in pole position. So I don't know, man. Someone's knocking on the door for a permanent seat.
Yeah.
And it might just come around, as everybody is well aware there is 2 open tier seats available at the moment, tier 3 seats. So we're not in a hurry to fill them. But yeah, we can surely do with some good talent around here, and I've got a very good idea of who those 2 drivers might be filling those seats in the very near future. So yeah, otherwise we're still on board with the championship leader Grosjean. Is he actually on a lap? I think he is. I think I saw him being up on his time, was I? Oh, that looked a little bit slow out of the corner.
He's on his in-lap. He just improved by 2 tenths. Yeah.
Alright. Who else is on a lap?
Finney is on a lap.
Here we go.
He's only 13 thousandths down on his time.
All right.
So he can still manage to gain something if he takes the last sector perfectly. It's a technical one, so there's a lot to gain there.
Yeah, these inside curbs on some of these slow corners are mountains, man. You touch them and you just go around so easily. It's very important to stay off some of those curbs. Oh, as he bails, so he's definitely not on target there. Into the pits when he goes. Who else is on a lap? Let's see what... oh, Mr. Ocean Chief still in the pits. Having a very close look at some of the times being put up by these drivers. Getting that stretch ready for the rain. But I think everybody should just get out there and put the fastest times and use the fastest tires as much as they can, man. As don't know who has heard this yet, but it will be a wet start as Giannis Correas hits the wall. He went too wide on the curb, just as I said that about it a couple of minutes ago, and he almost went flying into the barrier. Well, he did, but he didn't die, so luckily for him.
Okay.
Oh, and he breaks another brake marker board. Come on, Giannis, that is not nice of you. Alright, so who else is on a lap?
I will focus on the big boss, who is on an out lap at the moment.
Alright,
so I will keep you posted on his lap.
Alright, I'm just driving with Kebab, yes.
Kebab is almost done with his lap. He's
Yes,
3/10 up.
I was looking at the exact same thing at the moment.
Ah,
so
nice.
let's see. Kebab going around the last corner a little bit wide. He should have been a little bit closer to that apex of that last corner, but he gets the power down nice and early. Runs wide next to the wall using all the available track. The DRS wide open and he goes P8 with a 19.9. Not a bad lap though. For he's a tier 4 driver, remember that. So he's also a guy putting up his hand high who wants that tier 3 seat. But yeah, let's see what
Ooh,
Mr. Chief's
Ocean
doing.
almost ran into Kebab there.
Yeah, I'm on board with Ocean Chief now.
Okay, I will follow B-Bix then.
Is Bebex also on the lap?
Oh, he just improved by 300s. So he put it even sharper.
Oh, we're gonna look at our first 108. That might be, but Ocean Chief, let's see how far Ocean Chief is up in sector 2. Gets a much better turning this time around. Nice and tight to that apex. Uses it nice and early on the power as well. Good traction. No wheel spin and is 1/10 up at the moment. Which will probably not be enough to put him up more than one spot. But let's see, he comes out the last corner. Keeps it nice and tight. I see some guys runs it wide to the wall and some guys stays tight to the wall on the inside. I reckon you can probably save a couple of tenths as Ocean Chief goes with a 110 flat. So he gained about 5 tenths in the third sector. Good comeback from him in the later parts of the track.
Grosjean is almost done with his lap. He's half a tenth up on his time, so he's challenging John's time at the moment.
John's also going out for his final run. Let's see, Grosjean's DRS open as Bubik's tires. Ooh, goes P3 with a 19.6. That's about equal to my personal best as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are fast, man.
Finny on a lap, 1.5 tenths down on his time.
Okay. I've seen Bebek's retired, so he's feeling confident. Or did he make a mistake on his final run? What's the question? Or what's the answer?
Yeah. Finny's still 1.5 tenths down on his time, so I think this will be a Bebek's pole.
Ooh, that might be it is a invalidation, is it?
Yeah.
It's gone right for me.
Dragon, one of the latest to set a lap, I think. He's just out of the Hugenholz corner and he's going to Schijfvlak at the moment. Oh, he built.
Okay. Alright, so... Oh, we still got a couple of guys on laps.
Futuristic.
John is also on the lap. What is John? Let's see if he's up or down.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see it as well. Let's see at the second sector.
Almost
he is
2
the
tenths.
sector.
Almost 2 tenths. Is he going to challenge for P3? Is Grosjean going to be bumped to the second row? Well, P4, he is on the second row already.
Yeah, if he takes the last sector perfectly, he even challenges finish time, I think.
Yeah. Oh, let's check your wells. Will it be P2? Will it be P3? Grosjean, championship leader. Will he be moved down one spot? Let's see. John putting everything in he possibly can. Going into the last corner. Nice and tight on the apex. Beautiful. as wide as he could go there. If he did it any wider, he would have invalidated this lap. So he's pushing it very hard. And what is he gonna do? He's going
Will
for.
be
He stays P5. He did not.
6,000 with Grosjeans.
That was so close. Ladies and gentlemen, you have your qualifying grid for the Dutch Grand Prix Tier 3 this week. We have Jensen, take us through.
Yeah, we have BBX on pole with a 192, 2/10 behind Vinny. Then we have Motocrosser only 16 thousandths behind Vinny. Grosjean's 2/10 behind that with John only 6 thousandths behind that. We have Der Hammer into the top 6. He will be pleased as a Dutch driver. We have Janice in P7, Dragon JQR on 7/10 in P8, Keyboard Magnussen on P9, and Futuristic in the top 10. Special shout out to the debut of our full-time driver, Ocean Chief, the big boss, on 8/10 in, what was it, P14?
I think so, yeah. P14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing is that we will have rain until the end of the race, then it starts to dry up. So maybe we will see a very late, very late shift to dry tires. But we will have to wait and see if it gets dry enough at the end to put the dry tires on.
Just
so
what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting.
A wet track on Zandvoort. It's not easy with all those slow, sharp corners. Some of those high-speed corners as well in rain, man. It's the second race in a race. It's the second race in a row that we're having a wet race. Something tells me I'll go. I'm gonna have to go and do some wet laps as well in training. Session starts in 5 seconds. 4, 3. Right, let us know in chat who do you think will win this race, guys. Come on, let's get the chat going.
Shout out to me for putting formation lap on.
Yes, don't be like Wimpy, please.
No, I did. I was the first one to do it at Austria Tier 2 last season.
Meme Chief, this is Meme Chief going for the win. It's not impossible, man. The man came from P17 last night to I think 4 or 5. Did a good job last night in not last night, in 2 SRL Tier 3 on Tuesday. He had a great race. So, who?
Yeah.
Are we looking at? Oh, what is up with this damn lobby? Why wouldn't that go away? Never mind.
It will be interesting to see if BBX can keep us calm at the front. Yeah. So if you are the lead car, so you can't focus on a car in front of you to see how much grip there is. So I hope he's experimenting a little bit already to see how much grip there is. I always like to drive a really fast formation lap if I'm the lead car in a wet race, just to see how much grip there is. I did it in Japan last season.
Yeah, Sorry, someone's confirming in chat saying that BBX is on a dry setup, so it's going to be very interesting to see how that dry setup pays off for him during this race. And maybe that explains why everybody has been so much slower during quali as well, because we forgot it's a wet race, obviously, so they must have ran a lot more downforce.
We have to wait and see. Der Hammer said that his wet setup is mega slow, so he's definitely on a special wet setup. I don't know about the other guys. It's definitely possible, of course, but we will have to wait and see.
Yeah, as you, I see you have a big fan in chat. He says, "Fuck Dennis."
Yes. Hello, TSM Gamer.
Here we go. We are on the grid.
Yes, take us away, Wimpy, when the cars are there. I will watch the back for a bit, so you can focus on the front.
Alrighty, let's see what happens here. Alright, so the grid is lined up. Alright, lights are on. 3, 4. We have 5 lights. It will be a slight delay before the car pulls away. The lights are off, but...
Drive-through jump starts. A lot of jump starts.
What's happening? We have a lot of jump starts and they're off. It's the Ferrari, this AlphaTauri coming down the long way. He's taking the lead. Oh, he's almost taken the lead, but the Ferrari keeps him space on the outside.
Oh, there's a lot of cars in the back. Darrow, the Ocean Chief got hit.
Oh, we have a safety car. We have a safety car already.
I see the safety car coming out.
Hell?
There was a lot of carnage in the back. Ocean Chief got collected as well. Fortunately for him, he can immediately pit for a new wing.
Yeah, both in plates missing. That is a sad or bad start for the Mr. Ocean Chief, man. I wonder what happened there. I'm just so fortunate I couldn't catch it. I was focusing on the leaders.
It's difficult. I saw Daryl also lose it. So both Alfa Romeos will need to pit for new wings.
Yeah, I wonder what is up with that jump starts, man. I mean, Total Wizard came from almost right to back to P2. I wonder if he didn't get the bug. Do you think?
I don't. Yeah, I'm the host. I don't know if they got the light box, but
is that possible? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Everything is possible with this game, but what's also really going to be controversial is I had it also once. Is that these guys can now get their 5 seconds of penalty done in the pit lane because there's a safety car, so they don't lose. Yeah, they don't lose that much time. Yeah, they lose quick position.
Good point. Actually,
Total Wizard is up 14 positions, for example. He definitely jumped the start.
Yeah, but if he's gonna serve his 10-second penalty now by going into the pits, he will obviously
fall
right at the back.
Yeah, so, and he does that.
Ocean Chief, he will definitely pit for no wing and I guess fresh tires.
Yeah, the Alfa Romeos will as well.
I wonder, everybody's on Inters. I wonder if wets. It looks pretty wet at the moment if you look at the spray coming off the tires. I wonder if he's going to gamble and put on wets. So what do you think? Let's see what happens. There's a lot of cars in the pits. You want to tell me they all have damage? We have a Total Wizard, Hit, and Chief. 4 cars.
Yeah.
Chief going on what is those? Inters? Is Chief also has a time penalty?
I didn't spectate him. If he stood still for a few seconds.
Yeah, the time penalty, definitely. I wonder what was that all about. Probably a collusion.
I will check in the race director.
Alright. But
he got a warning. I think it's the changing the wing glitch that you don't see.
Yes, that's right. Alright.
So I don't think a penalty, but
the Total Wizard is back where he belongs, right at the back. Oh, as he passes a lot of guys under the safety car. What is going on here? He nearly hit someone.
I mean, maybe he's trying to exploit some safety car glitches. I don't know, but he didn't get away with it, though.
No, definitely not. Again, he's back where he belongs. I think he started 16th, wasn't it? So he's right back. But I didn't see him serve that penalty, man. Unless he's got a drive-through that he has to serve after the safety car ended. That's normally what you get. You normally get a drive-through penalty, don't you?
Yeah, the strange thing is I see invalidated lap time only by Total Wizard, but he was up 14 positions, so maybe he wasn't the one who jumped the start, but he gained a lot of positions.
So it's just animation bug. Sunny says just animation bug. Probably the spectator bug, yeah. It might be, man. I don't know. This game has not been near proper.
It's really strange, because if I look at the incidents of everyone in the race director, I see Total Wizard got a drive-through and then he invalidated his lap time.
Yeah.
If I look at his own screen for his own penalties and lap times, I don't see the drive-through penalty. So that's definitely strange. Safety car will
Futuristic gets a 5-second penalty for severe collision behind the safety car.
Yeah, that's also still a big bug. I think he just gave someone a little nudge as Total Wizard left the session.
Just look at the spray coming off from the cars in front of Giannis Gurias. I wonder, man, if Wedge wasn't a better call, maybe. Just look how much spray is coming off the cars. You can barely see the car in front of you. I would have taken the gamble and put Wedge on, but you don't. You'll never know. It's a tough call, but it looks really, really bad at the moment. It's probably on the edge of Inters to Wedge. I don't know, but it's, as you people can see on stream, it's really, really bad at the moment.
Total Wizard left the session.
Oh.
I'm asking now if he needs a new invite or.
Alright, thank you, man. That's your Futuristic gets a 5-second penalty again. Severe collision with Kebab.
Yeah, it's a stupid bug. Even if you nudge someone with 10 kilometers an hour, you can get that penalty. Man. Sonny says that Jeff said the track might dry soon. So let's see. As we have a great
helicopter view from the guys above. This is actually a nice camera view. You don't
Yeah.
often find on the tracks. They should
I
bring in
hope we
more of
can
these.
get. I hope we can get it as a standard camera for next season.
Yeah, that would be nice, man, to stay on board with us like this. This is really nice. Now you can see the start as Abubix decides to go, and Vinny stays close to the back of him, but look at the spray coming off. Oh,
Oh,
what
it's a close.
happened there? I thought
Yeah,
he
they
was
have to-
going
they have
already.
to-
He
yeah,
never let the
he-
safety car go.
Yeah, he started too soon, so he had to back off again.
What the hell?
Oh, there's a lot of carnage again.
As Vinny hits Bubix off the track, Vinny definitely got the damage from that as he makes contact with John on the inside
Yeah.
as well. John is now on full attack. I'm sure Vinny got damage from that incident, man. I'm trying to see, is his left end plate gone? Yes, his left end plate is gone. Vinny's has some serious damage as John just flies past him. John in the lead of the Dutch Grand Prix. We all know how fast John can be, but at the moment it's looking pretty good for John because Vinny's got damage.
Definitely. And he will pull a gap here because Vinny isn't going to be that fast with that missing end plate in this close sector. It's almost a second already.
Just look at the spray coming off, man, from the coast.
Kebab retired. What happened there? Can I see that? Nope. Yeah, a lot of people got caught out by that safety car restart.
Oh, no, that's weird. I don't know.
A lot of times when I commentate,
Safety
there's a
car
lot of
again,
carnage.
another safety car. What the
Yeah.
hell?
I just want to say, a lot of times when I commentate, there's so much carnage.
Alright.
I mean, when I commentated Canada last season for Tier 3, I think it was, I had 4 safety cars in the first 15 laps.
Yeah, I wonder if when he's in the pits, he's definitely going to go for a new wing. There's no way
Yeah.
he will be able to drive with that input missing on this wet track, man. I mean, it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's easy to say nice punt, or I see someone making a comment in chat, but it's not easy, especially in this weather and especially on Zandvoort. With most of the corners, as you come into them, they either banked or they tilt, they elevated, you know, either going down or up, like this one specifically. It's not easy, man, and especially in this weather, you need to get your timing spot on, and I think that's why there's so much carnage at the moment. I mean, we have a second safety car in just 5 laps.
I mean, I think what happened is that under the safety car, the guy in front wanted to restart just too soon, and the safety car wasn't in the pit yet, so the game slows you down again.
Yeah,
I once made that mistake as well. Yeah, Bibix is down a lot of places.
Yeah, he should have given the safety car a lot more space to get away from him. I think he realized it maybe too late, and when he wanted to go, he saw that the safety car was in front of him on the straight. So
Yeah,
I don't even know what happened there. I thought they were going in the next minute. Hey, wait, the safety car's still on the track. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, so everyone got bunched up together again for turn 1. Cold tires, of course, people missing braking points, yeah, and then collisions happen. That's unfortunate for some drivers, but the race is still very long. But John definitely in the best position at the moment.
Alright, well, while they are on the warm-up lap, let's take another look at the standings again. While they're cruising around the track, that's probably going to be another 2 or 3 laps.
I think the safety car will come in this lap, but you still have 2 minutes for the standings, so plenty of time.
yeah, definitely. Alright, so gamer YouTube's asking Dennis, wanneer my team video? Jy moet plan maak, Dennis.
Tomorrow, but now I'm focused on commentating this race.
Yes, he's commentating with Wimpy. Hy lewer kommentaar met Wimpy.
Precies. We moeten ons focussen, Wimpy.
Ja, ons moet nou focus.
Yeah, and as you can see on the standings, the real standings from this race, John has gained 4 positions. Jen has also gained 4 positions in those opening chaotic laps. So they did a really good job. Keyboard Magnussen and Futuristic also 3 positions up from where they started. So they are doing a great job as well. So yeah, I think the safety car will come in this lap.
Yep,
So
let's hope
let's
it's the last
hope John,
one.
let's hope John gives the safety car enough time to pull into the pits. But I think he's clever enough
Yeah,
for that.
lights out, safety car in this lap. Here we go.
Yeah, and he's already backing up the field, which is the smart thing to do.
Yeah, he's an experienced man behind the safety car. He's had a lot of experience with it. He's a fast boy. Let's hope and see if John can finally pull it off tonight. He's been in the lead of 2 races before this in this very season already, and he lost out due to, I think, a spin or something and collision with another person. But yeah, haven't got any points from either of those races after leading the race and qualifying pole position in one of them. So let's hope for him and see if he can pull it off tonight, as he's still cruising.
John waits cleverly to make the back straight or the straight as short as possible. Motocrosser is awake, but nothing he can do into turn 1 unless he sends it big time. But he's not going to do that.
Yeah, as he was thinking about it, but oh, he goes sideways through the exit of turn 1, but nicely saved there by him. Camera view is a bit bad as Giannis Gurrias looking on to the action of P1 and 2, Grosjean, Hammer, P4, 5. Oh, as Keyboard Magnussen looking to go around the outside of the Force India of the Hammer and makes the move stick with the keyboard. That is what you call a keyboard warrior. Nicely
exactly.
done, nicely done. That is not something you'll see every day, ladies and gentlemen. This man is a keyboard warrior.
Yeah, definitely. Very good overtake.
Yeah, as JQR and Futuristic going side by side into the, what would you call the section of the track, just before you get this long left exit.
Yeah, this is the Vodafone corner. I don't know the corner before out of the top of my head, but...
Right, but they're still running side by side, man. Just look at that.
Yeah.
Who's going to take the lead into that corner?
Yeah, towards the Audi S. Difficult chicane.
Ooh, slight contact there.
Futuristic doesn't give a lot of room there. But they managed to get through it. And yeah, Jaguar needs to be patient here, I feel.
Yeah, as I'm just scanning through the field, see if there's any movement, anything looking good. But yeah, everybody's starting to find their space a little bit now. As Futuristic and Hammer still running really close to each other. JQR right with them. I think this is where the action is at the moment, Jensen.
Yeah, definitely. There's also action at with Dr. Utter, who was really close with the XT-XP, but nothing happening here. And this is a difficult place to overtake unless you completely out-traction someone with the overtake button. But that's not what we are seeing right now.
Yeah, but we got a full car pile-up from P6, 7, 8 and 9 from the Force India to the Ferrari, all running nice and close to each other, with X2P being put under pressure by Dr. Uther in P11. Bowman running short behind them in the shadows. Mr. Ocean Chief looking on to them. Just trying to hang on there. It's not easy in this weather. He's probably still trying, taking some time to get used to these conditions on this track. As I said, it's the first time for all of us in Formula 1 on this track. Well, for those who have done Formula 1 for years, I obviously have done it before, but for the majority of the new, how would I say, the new generation, it's the first time. So
yeah, John on a very good lap, but the last sector he lost 2 tenths on Motocrosser, but it's going to be a fastest lap from him. Gap is 1.3 seconds at the moment, so he's trying to make a break at the moment.
Yeah, some lovely camera shots from this main straight. As Drake are now looking to go around the outside of that McLaren of Futuristic, but he holds his line and decides to back off and wait for the right opportunity. But this is what makes this track so tough, gents, and it's mostly only the straight that you can try and pass people, man. And it's so frustrating if you're running high wings or low wings, and the guy in front of you runs lower wings than you. You just cannot get past, and especially if you're in a DRS train like this as well. But there isn't obviously DRS at the moment, but it's still a slipstream train.
Yeah, you really have to have some overspeed on the car in front of you to make the pass stick, or just be brave and take some risk with going on the power early. Yeah. But yeah, we see some gaps for him. The Hammer is still very close towards behind keyboard with Magnussen, who has a train of 4 cars behind him. So I think that's where the action is at the moment.
Yeah, for sure. Nice 4 or 5 car pileup, which will be a 6 car pileup. Very soon. They're catching up to Hammer.
Yeah.
or rather keyboard, sorry. Oh, look at this train coming down here, man. It's a Force India, McLaren, a Williams, and a Ferrari.
Yeah,
with the
and
Reynolds
the
slightly
cars,
in front of them.
the terrain behind is also not far away of
Yeah.
2 other cars.
Oh, someone pits. It's Keyboard Magnussen into the pits. Is he
Yeah.
going for... what if he's got some damage? Let's see, it's a wing change.
He might just struggle. Oh, he's going to mediums.
What? Oh!
Already.
I didn't even notice that the track is really getting dry.
Yeah, it's really getting
We
dry.
were focused so much on the action that we didn't even take note of the rain being
But,
easing up.
What I also maybe think is that Keyboard's intermediates are overheating faster than the guys around him. That's caused the train maybe because he's on the keyboard, so his inputs aren't that smooth compared to pad or wheel user. So I think he just wanted to get other tires under his car. He knew he had to go to these tires, but yeah, his rear isn't completely stable at the moment. But I think we aren't far away from some slicks.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for the 2 safety cars we had, this rain would have come much later into the race. But due to the 2 safety cars, it slowed down the whole process of putting laps on the clock. The rain came much earlier in the race than expected, so this could put some a twist on the race here. So let's see what happens. Tile is really close to the back of Daru, and Ocean Chief being put under pressure by Daru as well. So I don't know, man.
I will keep an eye out for the times of Keyboard Magnussen. Ooh, Tilde hit the wall out of the last corner. I don't know if he has damage, but Ocean is fighting with Darrow.
All right, sorry, man. I was just
yeah, no problem.
checking some chats out. Yeah, as Vinny is now in P12.
DRS enabled, Wimpy. I just saw it flash up.
Why did the guys wait so long to go onto the mediums? I would have definitely done it the lap before. I think Keyboard was one of the guys that almost got it spot on. Maybe 1 lap too early. I don't know.
Yeah, one lap too early. He still lost time, but I think for the guys at the back, they should have gambled and go a lap early.
Yeah, let's see this massive undercut when they actually go pit now and see where they come out with Keyboard that's at the back and putting up these fast laps on the dries. Let's see.
I mean, he already gained 5/10 on Tilde.
Wow.
Halfway down the track.
Yeah.
But yeah, this will be everyone pitting.
Yeah, everybody's gonna pit. They're all in the pits now. Giannis Gurrias. He's staying out. Giannis Gurrias is staying out. Why on earth would he stay out on Inters? Oh,
yeah, that's.
I don't know. I would have pitted, man. He's far enough into the race to go on to hards to the end. Easy.
That's
easy.
Yeah, that's a strange one. Yeah, maybe even mediums.
Exactly. Maybe that's what he's pushing for. But just look how he's struggling to get the car turned into those corners.
Motocrosser left the session. Let's see if I can invite him real quickly. Do I have him?
What's so surprising is he's not the only one that stayed out. There's 4 other guys that stayed out, which is Bebex, Bowman, and XTXP. I mean, surely they've got something else in mind. Is there more rain coming? Is it just the ease up? What is happening here? Or are they pushing it far enough for mediums?
Do you have Motocrosser? Because I don't have him in my friends list.
Let me see. Sorry about the alt tabbing, guys. Motocross, I can invite him back. Yes. Oh, I cannot send him an invite. That's the scary part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's screwed up. Let's see if I can add him real quick because I think he didn't. Yeah, he just added me. Okay, now I can send him an invite real quick.
Satoshi, you could have just said bless you on chat, man. Then she would have blushed even 10 times more than what she's doing at the moment, sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
No, everybody heard.
Okay, Motocrosser is back. He invited me, so I hope he didn't lose too much time.
I think he's ghosted though, but
yeah, but he will be back in 10 seconds, I think. I think he didn't lose an awful lot of time.
Says. Okay.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. He will be joining very soon. He's still in P3.
What I don't understand is Bowman stayed 1 lap out longer to go onto the hards. You should have gone to the hards 1 lap ago. I was thinking he's going to go to the mediums for staying out as long as he did, but look at Bubik. Oh, there's a nice pile up just behind Uther. Look at all these cars. Oh, is Uther 3 wide into the turn. What is this for? Oh,
a little bit of
there's
a tap.
contact by Vinny again. Poor old Vinny.
Yeah.
Vinny's not having the best race of his life today.
Oh, and Keyboard Magnussen really with an overtake run. He's trying to overtake Uther as well, but he can make it stick.
As Vinny goes down the inside of Bowman. Makes it. Oh, there's some slight contact there again. There's a lot of swinging as
more
Bowman
contact.
and Vinny. More contact. And
Oh,
the force injury of
Jaguar.
Jaguar on the inside.
Vinny outbrakes himself into the grass and he will lose 2 positions here.
Oh, I see wing
3
post fly, man.
positions.
Someone's wing
This-
is off. I think it's the Tory. Yeah, is it the Tory? Yeah, it's the Tory of XTXP. Double check on that. I saw an in-plate fly. Yeah, no, it's not. Is it? Yes, it is. It is. It's the Alpha
Yeah.
Tory of XTXP, left front in-plate gone. So he's probably gonna have to stop. And he just
And,
split it, man. Oh, that's so sad for him.
I think what's good to say here, Wimpy, is that Bibix is on the medium
Oh, for
tires.
Ferrari, sorry, gents, the Ferrari spun around. Bowman is spun around on the last corner.
Grosjean
What has
has
happened there?
spun
Let's
around.
see if my replay function works, ladies and gentlemen.
It's Grosjean's.
Is it Grosjean that spun around?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I thought for a moment it was Bowman. It's Grosjean. Yeah, you're correct. Alright, so did I get it in time? That's the question. Why isn't my live game working there, man? Something's not right here. But anyway, we'll have a look at that again.
I don't
Let's
know.
go
What I
back
wanted
to
to
live
say
racing.
is you want to spectate Bibix because he's on a medium tire and he's really putting pressure on Motocrosser. He's
question
really in
is-
his gearbox.
Yeah, the question is how long can he keep up with those tires, man? How long is it before they fall off? We all
I
know
think
it's
he can.
tight
I
course.
think he can go to the end if he wants.
Yeah, but if he races as hard as he does at the moment,
Yeah,
It's
but
kind
it's,
of
all,
risky.
it's,
It's kind
it's
of
only
risky.
a matter of time. There it
Yes.
is already on the inside. He will definitely make it stick. He just has way more grip. So
I see. Just shows you how much faster the mediums is than
Yeah.
the hards. But like I say, for how long?
yeah, what I also want to say, because Motocross had to disconnect, it really played into the hands of John because only 9/10 behind him until the DRS enabled was popping up. So yeah, John now has a really comfortable lead on Janice behind him.
Yeah, John is just starting to pull away, getting that gap bigger and bigger. Welcome to everybody that just joined us, the viewers. I see we've got a lot of more viewers than what we had with the start of this race. If you have missed all the action, we have had 2 safety cars in the first 5 laps with a wet start to this race. We have a lot of action, we have a lot of accidents, and some interesting passes, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. Some controversy here and there. So
There's the word.
I think the FIA will have some work, but yeah, it's definitely exciting. And what's going to make this race even more exciting for the next 10 laps, I think, is Bibix closing up to John. I think he needs a lap or 10 to do so, but yeah, it's going to be a battle at the latter stage of this race.
Yeah, you can see how hard Bubix is trying to catch. The body language from that Ferrari tells everything. If you can put it that way.
I will check last lap times as well.
All right, Giannis Gurrias with a 1:17.1 as Bubix a 1:16.1 is a whole second faster than anybody else on the track. He is absolutely flying on those mediums.
John
Won't
did
be
a
long.
17.9, so that's almost 2 seconds.
Jeez, this man is flying. The question is, can he get to the end? He's got a whole 20 more laps to do on these mediums, which I highly doubt he's going to get. I'm sure he's going to have to put again.
I think he can do that.
I don't know, man. It all depends on his setup. I mean, he's got a good setup under that car chassis. I'm sure he would probably be able to pull it off by just. But I don't know, man. It's tough.
I mean, as long as he's safe on the tire temps and yeah, maybe runs a little bit of lean in the slower sections.
Yeah.
He should be easily able to make it. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, he's now right up the back of Giannis Gurrias. Giannis Gurrias goes slightly wide. He's tied to the apex of Bubix. Bubix trying to get really close to him to get the good exit on this corner. To try and pass him on the main side. He knows in the back of his mind this is his only chance. If he misses out on this opportunity, he's going to wait.
He's got it. He's got it.
He's definitely got it. He's very close to him. DR is wide open. He's on the overtake button. makes
Yeah.
it look easy and just flies past that has into P2. What a drive by Babix.
And Janice is smart. He knows he can lose time battling this, or can just try to keep his P3 safe. There was no chance to keep Babix behind, so he will drive his own race and try to get that podium.
Yeah, for sure, man. If I was Giannis Curios, I would also be thinking in the back of my mind, he can push as hard as you want to. He's going to get slower in the later stages of this race, while you will stay on pretty much consistent pace with those hards. And the chances of him having to pit again is, I would say, 70%, man. I still doubt if he can get to the end another 20 laps on those mediums. I don't think so.
I mean, he pitted in lap 14 or something, so that's basically the strategy, soft to medium. I still have to practice myself for tier 1, but I think most of us in tier 1 will do a soft medium strat, or medium soft if you are out of the top 10. But yeah, we will see at the end of the race if I am right or you are right. But like you said, it's also maybe depends on driver style. So let's see if he can nurse.
Yes, Babix did a 1:14.1, man. This guy is absolutely flying at the moment, and a whole 2 seconds faster than his previous lap.
Yeah, now comes the stage that Babix just needs to focus a little bit. He doesn't need to chunk off a full second every lap. He can also go for half a second each lap and try to watch after the tires.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Heat and Vanny very close to each other down the first corner. They were running side by side there for a minute, or for a second rather. But yeah, it seems like Vanny's on the move again. Did he change his wing? Yeah, he's definitely got a new wing on. So it seems like Vanny's on the move again. We all know Vanny can be fast. He was fast before. Claims that he's a bit off pace at the moment, having to add a long break from the game. But it didn't seem to take too long to find his mojo, I would say.
Yeah, Vinny was of course a very fast tier 2 driver. Plenty of times you saw him at the front last season.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just a little bit unlucky a lot of times. Yeah, just basically what also happened this race again.
Yeah.
But yeah, he should be able to fight himself back into the points.
As Babix now puts a 13.5, he keeps on pumping in those fastest laps. He's pushing really, really hard on those mediums now. I wonder if he's not got a different strategy in mind and having to go for the softs towards the end. Which would, if he can get past John quickly and he can put up a 5 or 10 second lead, he should definitely go for softs towards the end. As when he goes down the inside of Bowman on the straight, makes the pass easy. By the looks of it, yeah, it is, and takes P10. So Vinny is a man on the move.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Ocean Tubes up to something.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Carry on.
Now, what I want to say, I think Babix will strike in the next 2 laps already. The gap is coming down much more rapidly than I thought. So yeah, overtaking isn't that hard if you're on a faster tire.
Yeah.
He's almost in DRS range.
Babix has certainly proved that to us today. He's been driving a splendid race, and don't forget this man is tier 4, and that's the pace he's got. If he keeps on carrying on like this, we need to have a serious talk with him and bring him up the ladder, or the tiers, I would say. Yeah,
and he has a nice flow. He's improving. Might also be the car getting lighter, of course, but maybe also still the track drying out a tiny bit, although it looks fairly dry to me already. But
I wonder if it might be starting to rain again. What do you think, man? It looks pretty dark at the moment for me.
They said to me that it would be dry at the end of the race. Well, we had that coming in a little bit earlier, probably because of the 2 safety cars, of course. So I don't think it's going to rain again. I think this will be the track conditions we will keep for the rest of the race. But yeah, you never know with this game, of course.
Yeah, there's Hammer really close to the back of Motocrosser. Hammer also finding some good form. Running some good pace at the moment. In P5 is all over the back of Motocross at the moment. Motocross seems to be struggling with this game, man. He's been faster than this in previous F1 games. So I get the feeling he's also not a very happy chappy with a new handling mechanic, I would say, in the new game.
Motocrosser, you said?
struggling with a new game, trying to get
okay.
onto pace.
Well, he was really fast in the rain behind John, so maybe he has a little bit of a more wet setup compared to other drivers. That might be the case as well.
It's possible.
Yeah, but he's getting reeled in by their hammer at the moment. That's definitely true.
Hammer is lining him up.
Bibix into DRS at the moment.
All right.
He will only get more into DRS.
I'm on board with J Keyboard Dragon all over the back of Keyboard Magnussen. They're running very, very close at the moment down the fast left and the fast right hander into 6th gear. Quickly back up to 7. Does he? No, he doesn't. There we go. Down to 5. Goes into 6 and down to 3rd. Short shifting his way out here, and there he goes. Now it all depends on this line here. He's gonna get a good exit. He's gonna go for the move here. Will he play the patience game? No, he's too far off. He won't get the move done on the straight. Maybe he's lining up for the main straight. We'll see.
Yeah, Bibix barely into DRS, only 1/10, but this will help him an awful lot. He gains 3/10 on this straight alone with the DRS, and yeah, he closed up.
Yeah, he's absolutely flying.
Yeah.
Super Neighbor, says Larson in chat. Good evening, Mr. Larson. Good to have you around and watching the race. Yeah, it's been a quite interesting one so far.
Yeah, John still has more ERS than Bibix, so Bibix has to make his move when John doesn't expect it and try to build a tiny gap and manage the tires from there on. But first he needs to overtake him. Both don't have penalties at the moment, so it's definitely for track position at this moment.
Interesting. Alright, so yeah, at the moment I don't know, I would say at the moment the win would be between John and Bibix. It all depends what strategy Bibix has got in the back of his mind and what he knows he needs to do and what he struggling, I don't know. John pulling off to the inside, trying to break that slipstream.
Bibix uses his overtake button a little bit odd, I feel. He pressed it, depressed it, pressed it again, all on the straight.
That's weird.
But yeah, you could see he wasn't able to make the overtake. He's only on 30% ERS right now, and John is still on 40.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. Bibix, if he knows he needs to stop again, only he will know what his tire where he is at the moment. But if he does need to stop again, he needs to get past John as soon as he can and try and create a gap. At the moment, he's just wearing his tires, trying to stay up with John in the sticky air. It's turbulent air. It's not good, not healthy.
If he needs to pit again, Wimpy, John has it.
Yeah, then his victory is definitely gonna go John's way. But we're not too sure about that. I mean, we've seen how much quicker the mediums were than the hards. A couple of laps ago, almost 2 seconds, so the softs would even be faster, but the soft one lost as long as the mediums though.
But he also has to overtake 8 people to get back to John, so that's not going to be easy. But this is his moment, this is his chance, and he's definitely going to send it here with the more grippier tires. There he goes. Ooh, outbrakes himself, little bit of contact, but not that much, and John has to concede the position. Only thing John can do right now is stick with him with the DRS and wait for Bibix tires to go off in a lap or 6 when his tires will have the advantage. Yeah. So let's see if he can stay with him.
Absolutely correct. John just needs to try and hold on to him and put him under as much pressure as he possibly can to try and force him to weigh those tires down even more to make him slower, and then he'll just cruise by. Saying the famous words, a leader. But let's see, Bibix has got some serious space on those mediums, man. It looks like he's just continuing on with that pace. Just look at the gap he's already pulled.
But he's also out of ERS.
Oh, that way John has got to 40%. So let's see what happens here.
And he isn't pulling John out of DRS this lap, so he needs to do it the next lap.
Alright, well, he's definitely not going to catch him back. While they continue their strive, I've noticed Ocean Chief is really close to the back of Daru. There's something breeding here. Is Ocean Chief going to make a move? giving the fans something to cheer about right here in the Dutch Grand Prix on Zandvoort. In the famous Red Bull of their homeboy Mr. Max Verstappen.
Yeah, and JQR did the fastest lap on the hard tire.
Ooh.
So yeah, that definitely shows there is space in the hard tire.
Definitely, it just comes a
Of
little
course-
later.
Of course, he had double DRS, but Bibix also had DRS when he overtook John.
Yeah, as Ocean Chief passes Dory down the straight. Sorry, Jensen, to interrupt you there.
Go ahead.
He's made the move stick. He's moved over into the racing line and claimed P13. There's 3 more to go, Mr. Ocean Chief. The famous P10 is awaiting.
Bibix almost broke DRS with John, but it was under a second on the back straight towards the Audi S chicane. John still in the DRS, but he's hanging on for dear life at the moment.
Yeah, as Vinny is fighting hard with Dr. Uther, nearly lost it on the exit of that corner there. There was some front wing implates laying on the track there, so somebody somewhere must have lost some front implate. Just see if we can spot whose implate it is though.
Could be
Vinny's
also
definitely got his
John.
one. It's definitely not Vinny's. Let's see the McLaren in front of them.
Ooh, Dragon and Hammer pitting. Both got also got a 3-second penalty the last lap.
So that's
They're
where
going
the front
to
wing comes
softs.
from. That's where the
Maybe,
front
yeah.
wing comes from. Yeah, there's a front wing change on the Williams.
Still, I don't understand.
Both of them front wing changes. Wow, something must have happened there.
I mean, I do understand at one point while they would pit, but
What the hell? Bowman is reversing.
Yeah, I saw that.
What is going on here? What
I want to say,
what the hell?
What's happening here? Oh, Bowman
I don't know
still
what's
very
happening
slow.
there.
Bbex has broken the DRS on John, by the way.
What the
So
hell
he's
happened?
Bbex is looking good for the last 10 laps.
Yeah, it's he should surely take it to the end then. But,
He's gonna
let's
take
see,
it
let's
to.
see.
He's gonna take it to the end, definitely.
The question is, can John hold on to him and come back at him towards the end? Because I can already. Oh, you get a yellow sector 2. Isn't sector 2? Sector 2.
It's Bowman again. I don't know what's happening with him, but
Trying to spot what's happening.
yeah. But what I want to say about JQR and Hammer, of course, I understand that you pit with damage, but overtaking here isn't that easy, and maybe it would have been wiser to stay out with that front wing damage. I don't know how severe it was.
Yeah. I wonder if there's something not wrong with Bowman's line, or is this a spectator bug? What the hell is going on here?
That must be a spectator. He did a 46.9, fast lap of the race
He's
by
back in
Bowman.
P6. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, let's not confuse the viewers even more.
I want to see that lap.
I don't know, I'm trying to spec on him, but he keeps on coming to a standstill, and then he does like a burnout and pulls away in first gear.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. He's being passed by people, and then he all of a sudden teleports back to the front. I don't know what's happening here, but anyway.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm still watching the front. It's interesting to see Bbex managing the gap. Still 1.4 seconds.
As Vinny goes around the outside of Dr. Uther, Jensen into the stadium section, nice and tight to the apex, makes it stick and takes P6. Vinny on the move, he's come back all the way to P6. Only 3 seconds adrift from futuristic.
Yeah. Also the better exit for Vinny here, so I don't think Uther can do something back, although he's using his overtake. Vinny has no overtake left, so Vinny cuts in when Uther was looking for the dive. Yeah, still managed to keep it clean, both guys, so good job.
Yeah. It looks like the guys are starting to get more comfortable around this track, man. By the way they're racing, they're taking some more risk. Obviously the track is now a little bit drier as well, but it's a very narrow track.
I mean, frustration is also playing a part at this point. If you're stuck for 10 laps behind a car in front of you, you know you are a few tenths a lap faster, but you can't make it stick. Yeah, you start to get frustrated. So people might be looking to take some more risk at this point in the race.
Yeah. Who else do we have that's on a close fight here? Bowman again with his weird bug. I'm too afraid to spectate this guy because he gets to a standstill often.
Yeah, we have to ignore him. I think it's massive desync. I hope the other drivers aren't losing time because of him, but yeah, we will know at the end of the race.
Yeah, yes, XTP and Ondaru making a move towards the, I would call it the stadium section. See that there's so many stadiums around this corner, about 6 or 7 of them. And yeah, he bails out of it now. Oh, we have a sector 3 yellow flag. Is it Bowman again? And Bowman, DNF.
Yeah.
So that must have been,
okay.
I don't know, man, if it was huge lag or what the hell was going on there.
XTXP passes Darrow 5G on the straight with the overtake button. Good job from him. And John is back into the DRS.
Well, Daru just went around the outside of XTXP. What happened there? Oh, he's missing a front right in plate is gone. Did they have contact? It seems like the Tory is also missing a front in plate. No, he's not.
Okay, there's two things we need to watch right now,
yes.
Wimpy.
Alright.
Oh, the hammer already made a move before I finish my sentence.
Alright,
he's on the fastest softs.
Okay.
JQR will close up to Keyboard Magnussen in 1 lap and make an overtake. But we definitely now need to watch the front because BBX tires will start to drop off.
Oh yes.
And now John will be faster again, and he's back into the DRS. So we will definitely have a fight on our hands for the victory in the last few laps.
Exactly what I was thinking. He was racing so hard early in the race that his tires would fall off towards the end, and John would come back at him. And it seems like this is kind of what's happening. He's where he wants to be. He's in the DRS. But the gap is increased again to 1 second.
Yeah, BBX uses his overtake button a lot to push John back out of the DRS, but the only thing he's doing, he's making himself vulnerable on the main straight with the low ERS because John actually has 40%, and BBX doesn't have a lot of battery left.
Yeah.
So actually, what BBX needs to do, he needs to recharge his battery a little bit. There's no point. You can't keep John out of the DRS with worse tires. So he needs to focus on a good exit out of the last corner every lap. And uses his battery to defend. That's the only chance he has.
Absolutely spot on with that. JQR now really close to the back of Keyboard, as you said about a lap ago. The fight is on.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
That's going to be an easy overtake on the main straight, I feel.
Alright, so Keyboard seemed to get a little bit loose at the exit of that long right-hander.
Yeah, he also has tire temp issues, but yeah, Keyboard has a lot of battery, so he actually manages to fend for another lap. So JQR needs to get a better exit next lap out of the last corner.
Yeah, he needs to be right on his gearbox if he needs to get any opportunity to get past him, because that overtake is so OP. Especially with that only little chance you have to overtake someone down the straight. You gotta make it count, man. That's what's worrying me about high downforce. I thought for a minute he went off track there. With high downforce, you sacrifice the only opportunity that you could possibly get to overtake someone. Otherwise, you're gonna have to make it work on the corners.
John got DRS by maybe 100 or something, or 10,000. Same thing, basically. But that's huge for him. I think he's playing the long game here. He's actually recharging his battery more and more, while BBX really is draining his battery to keep John out of the DRS. Right. I have a feeling John will close up in 2 laps maximum and strike really soon, or at least twice.
Yeah, I'm on board with JQR. Yet once again, he's not very close to Keyboard, but it seems like a little bit closer this time around. But I don't think it's enough.
They are both out of battery, so.
Is he gonna go for the set? No.
Yeah,
he has way more outside.
And he has the grip to do it as well, but still he needs to put the power down early. He can keep it on the outside here, and then he has the inside here. He has to touch it out of this corner. Yeah, that's nicely set up from him.
Oh, they're still side by side.
Yeah, Keyboard is draining his last % of battery to do this. JQR comes back with him with the 1% battery, still side by side.
Wow.
Kudos to both drivers. They keep it clean, and Keyboard isn't conceding the position that easily. And I love to see the guys fight like this.
Yeah.
Even if it's for P8, they are fighting like it's for the victory.
Yeah.
And that's how you're supposed to race.
You could absolutely see the experience from both drivers there, man. How much they respected each other's space around that long back stretch. It's not easy to run through those corners side by side, man. That is very, very nicely done by both of them. So, yeah well done, man. A good shout out to the two of them.
Yeah, I think JQR actually needs to be patient for one more lap and not drain his battery. Because they're on the same battery life and both are draining their battery
here they
again.
go now.
But
JQR's around the outside of keyboard. Sorry, Jensen. He's
Yeah,
definitely
go ahead.
going around the outside again. Turn 1. This is brilliant stuff by the two of them. Just remember, keep in mind, Keyboard Magnussen is on keyboard, and this is how clean this guy can drive. If we can do it, what is your excuse for using a pad or the wheel and you cannot do it clean? Come on.
yeah, SLR is from now on a keyboard league.
Keyboard league. There we go. You heard it from the
Yeah,
master
but
himself.
yeah, JQR managed to get the position, and now with the dirty air, there's nothing keyboard can do anymore. I think it's time to focus the last 3 laps on the front two. I think they deserve that, and the gap is it's time to push. John has lower battery life. He's closing the gap, and the next 2 laps will decide who will win this race. I will check penalties just to be sure.
Yeah. We got a 3-car pile-up in the front. John is now only 4 tenths away from Bebex. Ooh, this is the fight for the lead. Bebex is hanging on for dear life on that mediums. He's probably somewhere in, I would say, 60-odd% on those tires, if it's not higher.
Yeah, I think somewhere in the 60. I don't think it's puncture territory.
No, not yet. I don't think so. It's
But
probably in the 60s.
John will be on 40 or something. So the difference is quite big at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bebix has 0 warnings. John only has 1 warning. So they have to battle it out on track to decide who's going to win this. And to be honest, I think Bebix has this one. If he managed to keep his battery life in check. I managed to keep the gap 6 tenths when they come out of the last corner. There's nothing John can do.
Yeah,
so
Bebex,
John really needs to take risks.
Bebex has got 20%. Oh no, 10% only on battery now. He has to lift off on this battery. Where John's got about.
Yeah.
Oh, he's also now 5%.
Yeah,
Both
John
of them.
drained his complete battery as well to close up.
but
Looking
John-
on the outside.
Go.
But yeah, Bebix has more traction, of course. So yeah, they are really close together now. Same ERS, and same battery life, so to say. So yeah, we have to wait and see. John also knows he has to do it on the straight, on the main straight this lap. This is the only chance he's got. So he needs to stay close now. But with the dirty air, it's difficult.
Yeah, for sure. He's got to be very, very careful on those worn hards with his dirty air. Needs to try and be as close as possible to Bebex if he wants to have any opportunity to try and pass him on the main straight. He's not going overtake, is he? No, he's not. He's trying to save some overtake.
Yeah, they're still on the same battery life. So the DRS is the decider, and John really needs to be close for that one because the main straight isn't that long. Yeah, and the dirty air, of course, it's 5 tenths coming out of this corner. It's going to be close, but I think Bebix might have this one if he defends the inside, and that is what he's going to do. Yeah, it's not even close. Bebix can just bring it home. Sorry for the anticlimactic.
Oh, he
John
loses it!
also-
No, John!
I said anticlimactic. Oh, that's a reset the track.
Oh, my word. Yeah, it's okay.
That's
there was no one
something
close to him.
that's... Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's allowed to use it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, but we have the FIA for that one.
Yep.
I don't think it's a real big deal with these gaps, but yeah, let's keep the FIA doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, the
Oh,
1-2
that's
is
so
decided.
unfortunate. That's so unfortunate, man. I was hoping for John to do good here today.
Their hammer is looking at his fellow Dutchman, JQR. 2 tenths between the guys, but yeah, basically the overtaking possibilities has run out at this point. So I think this is the final grid standings, unless someone makes a major dive into a corner no one expects.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, it's Bebix out of the last corner. He's gonna win the Zandvoort Dutch Grand Prix. Yeah, brilliantly done. I already said that soft medium definitely possible. It is the winning strategy. Yeah, John kept him on his toes until the last lap, but yeah, the last mistake, yeah, decided it really quickly in the last lap.
Yeah, futuristic, very close to the back of Bunny coming into the second last corner, now going through the bank, last long right-hander. Bunny with a well-deserved P5. He had a tough race. I think he put it twice for some damage and still managed to get P5. So a very good drive to him, man.
Yeah, I see a lot
any
of penalties popping up again. 5-second penalties, unserved penalties. So I don't know what's about that.
Is
Keyboard
Chief-
Magnuson, I have to say, he got the position on JQR and the Hammerback on penalties.
Yeah, as Chief takes P11, one position outside the famous P10, with a championship leader only coming home in P13, taking no points home with him today. That's a surprising one. So, everybody, help us out. Who is your driver of the day? What do you think, Jensen? Who do you think? The game gives Dr. Uther.
Yeah, I have to go back to the standings, but I think I will give it to Bibix.
Yeah, I think so too as well. The man drove.
I have to see where he started from. He started from, of course. He also had pole, but don't forget, in the race, he actually fell back because of an incident. I'm going to give it to Bibix just because he did the soft medium strategy. That's also the philosophy.
Yeah.
Most of the guys in tier 1 have.
So by the way, Dr. Uther started P15 and he ended P6, so he's definitely definitely in the line for that. Also futuristic.
Definitely honorable mentions for Dr. Utker and futuristic. But I have to say, if you do the soft medium strat, the only one on the grid to do it, overtake the leaders, get back into the fight, and manage to defend until the last lap. Yeah, for me it's Bibix, but like you said,
I agree with you. I agree with
Uta and futuristic definitely honorable mentions. They did a very good job to score some decent points.
Yeah, no, they, like you said, it's well deserved there by them, but I strongly feel that we need to go to Bibix for driver of the day. So it's time for some interviews. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, any drivers out there that would like to be interviewed, can you please come to the gentleman's lounge? As we have Mr. Hammer. Let's get him in here and see what he has to say. Good evening, sir. Welcome. You are in the interview room live on EGL YouTube channel. How are you doing?
Pretty meh.
Tell us about your racing experience today, man. It was a tough race. Lots going on track. I see you on the last couple of laps. You were involved in a nice fight there with was it Keyboard? I'm not sure it was. Was it?
Yeah, and Dragon as well.
Yeah. Tell us about your experience.
Well, I don't know. I didn't predict the rain, of course. I did see it, so I knew it was going to be tough because I didn't really practice it. I did have a rain setup, but I had never used it. So in the rain, I wasn't really fast, but I was keeping it on track, so that was good enough to hold like P5 or P6. And then when it got dry, I got my confidence back, and I was closing in on Motocrosser, and I was stuck behind him because I couldn't pass him on the main straight. He used his energy really well, so I had to be creative, especially when Dragon JQR also made the connection, so he also joined. And then I tried something after the two fast right-handers in the inner corner, and I still have to review my footage. I don't know if it was me sending it too late or just Motocrosser not leaving space, because I do believe he could have left a little room. But then, I spun and Dragon hit me, so we both had wing damage. So we had to go to the pit. That wasn't ideal. So that basically threw away a certain P5, if not better. And then, I had softs at the end, and I just pushed until the finish, passed Keyboard, and I tried to pass JQR, but that only led to an extra penalty, so I dropped the position. So definitely not what I hoped for. For the amount of time I've been practicing this track, this isn't the result I wanted.
Yeah, that sometimes happens, and that's frustrating.
Yeah, definitely.
I know how that one feels. But
luckily, I have a retry in another league I'm doing on Sunday, so it's not all wasted.
At least you are warm for that one, then.
Yeah, definitely. Although I hope for no rain, that would have made things easier.
Yeah, that happened a lot at the beginning of the race. I already said to Wimpy always happens when I commentate with someone. There's a lot of safety cars and carnage, and the first 5 laps were other evidence for that one. So
Yeah, I also had the rev bug in the first safety car. I was in third gear, so it wasn't that, but it wouldn't go, and I suddenly had a gap of like 5 seconds.
oh yeah,
So,
I know what you mean. That you need to be in a particular gear to stay close. Yeah.
It's really, really buggy, but oh well.
I mean, chin up and on to the next one.
Yep, will do.
You're looking
All
forward
right.
to Spain next week?
Not really. Unlike Zandvoort, I totally hate that track, and I'm yeah.
Yeah. You know why? Because the word pain is in Spain.
That's the thing.
Well said. Well
Yeah.
said,
Probably.
Jensen. Anyway.
It's yeah.
All right, it was good to hear from you, man, and thank you for coming for the interview. Still, you had a good fight on track, and I think you did a good job. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
keep up the good work, and hopefully we can see you on the podium next week in Spain.
I hope so.
We expect it.
Yeah.
Okay. No pressure then.
All
No
right.
pressure.
You have a
Okay,
lovely evening,
cool.
sir.
Okay. Bye bye.
See ya.
Goodbye. Anybody else that would like an interview? Apparently, Bibix is unfortunately unavailable for interviews, but Bibix, if you can hear us, you are the driver of the day for today, Dutch Grand Prix. So very well done to you, man. You have done a splendid job with the driving all around. So as a Tier 4 reserve driver, I think.
Wait. Let's try this.
Yes.
Bibix, you are only driver of the day if you go into the interview with us now. Otherwise, we give it away. No, joking.
All right. No, it's. I think Bibix just definitely put his hand up today for Tier 3.
Yeah,
He's a
definitely.
big candidate for being one of those guys aiming to take one of those seats, or in the near future,
definitely.
what we'll definitely see, he will definitely be a big talking point in the admin channel. I can assure you that. Anybody else that would like to come for an interview? How about the chief? Come on, chief. If you can hear us.
Yeah, I think it's pretty quiet interview-wise, but let me just drag Ocean Chief in here.
Yeah,
and,
let's get the old man in, man.
I will take him hostage. Here he comes.
Here we go.
This is a robbery.
Hands
Are
up.
you here? Are you here, Ocean?
Mentally, no, but physically, yeah.
You're all right. That was your debut as a full-time in Tier 3.
Yeah, I planned to come P11 because I didn't want to, I don't want to just come in and get P1, which is obviously what everyone expects.
You don't want to take points from the other drivers on your first race. That's very nice and nice from you.
I'm saving it for Spain. No, I mean the wet conditions just threw me. I think I'd had pretty good pace. Like I was doing 12s at the end of the hard stint there, and I think that's my problem. Is just it takes me so long to get up to pace. By that time the race is over, and the wet conditions meant that I wasn't able to try and get up to pace faster because I did no wet runs in Zandvoort, and that first sector is just a nightmare for me. Like I mean that we chicane after the turn 1, and then the banked left-hander are just absolute nightmares.
Yeah.
So I was just like in survival mode at that point, and yeah, I mean it is what it is, I guess. Live and learn, and I was kind of coming into this a bit more hopeful than a P11. But whenever I was in the lobby at the start, I was looking at all the names and I was like, "What have I done? Why am I in this tier? These guys are all pretty strong guys, like Dragon and Bebex, obviously, and John."
Well, you want to know what you have done? Too much skippies for starters.
Yeah, probably. Although to be fair, that did help me learn the track layout.
Yeah, that's true. The most part of Zandvoort is still the same on iRacing, the old circuit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I kind of was like, whenever I first did some laps in TT and Zandvoort and F1 cars, I was like, I don't really like it too much, but I love it now. I absolutely love it. And I'm hoping to get some more races, maybe in 2S or maybe even SLR Tier 1 this Saturday. Might see me back on track as a reserve.
Yeah, let's hope so. That would be nice to see
how it works. I see the tactics. I see that.
I mean, if you give me Slipstream, you have my vote.
Oh yes, yeah. When you come up to, whenever you come up to lap me, I will. Well, you'll get Slipstream and DRS.
Yeah.
So it's
But
two
yeah,
for one.
it was unfortunately Wimpy, and I told Wimpy, you take it away when the lights went out, and I said I will watch the drives in the back, and I saw you. Yeah, you got collected in turn one already, and I was like, oh, it's
What
that kind of race for Ocean Chief again. So
Yeah, I think that's my problem, isn't it? Qualifying, I just don't put myself up high enough, and
yeah,
I mean, I think to be fair, I think I had a big part to play in that turn one carnage because I could not see anything, and then I was more focused on this. I think it was Darrow got a slow start, and I didn't know which way he was going to go, and I was trying to make sure I didn't hit him, and then before I knew it, there was turn one, and it was like brakes.
yeah, true. There were a few incidents even before people arrived at turn one. I think Darrow hit the wall as well on traction at the start. So maybe he's misbraked with wing damage. I don't know, but yeah, you guys will figure it out with the FIA if there are reports coming or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an unfortunate incident.
Yeah. So if I have any advice for people out there, drivers of tier 2 or tier 1, I would say get some wet laps in because it will really pay off in the race. Because, like I say, I just came into this going no wet laps. I don't know what the grip levels to expect here.
Mm-hmm.
And turn one, or sorry, sector one, and then into the fast downhill right-hander. I had no confidence there whatsoever. I just tiptoed around there, so I was losing buckets loads of time. And pretty much the whole lap, actually. You could apply that to the whole lap. I was just tiptoeing around, just trying my best not to lose the car, and just trying to build up my confidence. But to do that in a race is probably not the best idea.
No, you need too much time to get up to speed, and then the race is already over most of the times.
Yeah. So, Chief, next week, I believe is one of your favorite tracks. Spain.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite track, but I do think it's one of those ones that suits me a bit better, as long as it doesn't rain, that is. I'm going to get some laps in, and hopefully do much better for my second race.
Yeah.
Well, the season starts next week for me.
One thing is for sure, I'm definitely going to go and do some wet lap practice tonight or tomorrow for the Dutch Grand Prix, as I've found 2 races in a row now, tier 4 and 3, both being wet for a while. So
yeah, and
it's
it doesn't
definitely
need
a factor.
Yeah, you don't need that much time at all. If you take half an hour and just make sure you have a backup set up for wet weather, you should be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, so I mean, just go and watch the race back when you have some time, Chief. It was a really interesting race. Lots of action, good passing, some dodgy call driving, but yeah, I think in general it was not too bad. It was okay.
Yeah, of course I'll watch it back. Jensen and Wimpy in the commentary booth once again. Of course I'm going to watch this back.
I enjoyed myself so much tonight with Mr. Jensen.
Yeah, thank you. It was a very nice stream.
Privilege to be
same
with
to you, man.
Popular streamer, like they would say.
Yeah, same to you.
Yeah, no problem, man. And I really appreciate your help on the last minute there. So
yeah, no problem.
Ocean,
sorry.
Carry on, Jensen. Carry on. I was
Ocean. I was gonna ask Ocean. Any last words to all your fans still listening?
It has to be
which one of
one
the two?
word. One word.
There's 8.
No, I'm talking about me or you.
oh yeah.
No, I think just gammon. That's it.
Gammon. Let's get the gammon. I'm gonna put the wheel up right now and get some laps in. Anyway, Jensen, any last words from your side, man?
I want to thank everyone for watching. The people that are still watching and haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We have more action later this week. Tomorrow we have tier 2 out of the top of my head.
Yeah, like they say, smash the like button. Not the other way around. Come on.
We have tier 2 tomorrow and tier 1 Saturday, and we have SLR as well on Sundays. So plenty of more action this weekend. Yes. So if you can subscribe if you are new to this channel and would like to see more races, that would we would really appreciate that. And for the rest, have a nice evening, guys. And then Wimpy, you can close off.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget about the ACC League coming soon as well. They're returning. I believe it's the first week in August. And of course, there's a big announcement coming very shortly, regarding EGL, the return of the EGL rivals.
There's
But
something brewing. Yeah.
there is definitely something coming. So keep your eyes and ears open, ladies and gentlemen. Like Jensen said, subscribe to this channel. You will be the first to know what is happening. But so, like Jensen said, Tier 2 tomorrow night. Find myself in action with a lot of all the other top talented Tier 2 guys in SLR. And then, of course, on Saturday, the great and wonderfully talented Tier 1 novices drivers, including Mr. Jensen, taking it to the tough and difficult Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. So, until then, it has been an absolutely privilege to be with Jensen on the commentary box, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. So, up until then, goodbye.
See ya.
Bye bye.